gonna show you a day of my life, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia version. This is Dam Dapper. I just woke up. Let's go. Alright, so you saw me drinking those 2 small glasses. Obviously, that's not enough. So I drink those 2 glasses of lemon juice with a straw, and then I'll have some water. So I recommend that you drink 16 ounces, 16 to 32 ounces. Me personally, I drink like 16 ounces because that way our livers, they detox our body. So that means they get rid of all the toxins, all the crap, everything while you sleep. And then in the morning, if we don't properly hydrate, what happens is the liver stores those toxins back in the liver. The liver is very good at storing toxins, but we don't want that. We want the liver to flush out, to get rid of the toxins. And so by properly hydrating and by drinking the lemon or lime water in the morning, our liver has the chance to expel, to get rid of the toxins and all that crap. And it's a simple method how we can detox our body and how we can increase our energy levels, stay healthy, have good skin. And yeah, it's an insurance against getting sick, getting ill, because most people these days suffer from some form of illness. That's it. Yeah, so me personally, I drink around 16 ounces, but drink between 16 to 32 ounces. Experiment what makes you feel best. Yeah, that way your body gets rid of all the toxins, all the crap straight in the morning. And I'm gonna go take a shower now. I'm gonna take you with me. Let's go. All right, so this is the moment a lot of you have been waiting for. I'm gonna take a shower and take you with me. Yeah, so when you take a shower in the morning, it has become very popular to take a cold shower, right? People go like, yeah, cold shower is so healthy. Not necessarily, because when you take a very cold shower, I mean, it depends where you live. Like right now, in the tropics, I'm in Malaysia, so it's always super hot and nice and warm. So a cold shower, it won't kill you. However, if you start your day off with a cold plunge, I don't recommend that at all, because your body going to produce a lot of adrenaline, a lot of cortisol, a lot of stress hormones, and that's what's going to make you feel good, right? So a lot of people, you know, after they take an ice cold shower, go for a cold plunge, they feel amazing. They say, yeah, because your adrenals, they pumped out a lot of adrenaline, a lot of cortisol, a lot of stress hormones. That's gonna give you a temporary high, but that's a limited resource. Your body cannot produce unlimited amounts of adrenaline. Your adrenals won't. Obviously, it's a finite resource, and it's an important resource. I recommend, if you're not feeling at 100%, don't take ice cold showers and don't do any cold plunges. It's too stressful on your body. It releases too much cortisol. It's not good for your body. That's not what your body needs. Usually, most people, their cortisol levels are high enough already, right? Because the daily life is stressful as it is. A lot of work, a lot of tasks, a lot of responsibilities, deadlines, whatever, right? So stress levels are high enough already, and we don't want to artificially increase that. So no ice cold showers, no cold plunges. Take a nice warm shower. Feels better anyways. And me personally, a little backstory, I used to be really into taking ice cold showers, and I even went to Norway and to Tromsø in Norway, and I went for a swim in the, I don't even know what you call that, the ocean, the polar ocean. Yeah, so I went for a swim in the ocean, and my ex-girlfriend, she filmed it, and it was insane. There's literally like ice, like the water on the beach was frozen, was like slushy a little bit. So yeah, I myself used to be really into taking ice cold showers, but then again, we always learn new things. It was like 5-6 years ago, and yeah, now I don't recommend them, and especially not if you're not at 100%. And since you're watching this, you're probably not at 100% and you want to further improve your energy levels, your cognition, your well-being, how you look. So yeah, don't do any cold plunges. That's a total hype. And for most of my clients, I don't recommend it. All right, let's take that shower, baby. Yeah. Is that good? Almost good, huh? All right, so now we're taking a shower. Do you want to come with me? Of course you do. Let's go. Just a little relaxing session. So by the way, my biggest fear is that I forgot to take off the mic. I still have my microphone on right here, but so that's why I always double check, because that would be very unfortunate. Alrighty. Yo. That's it. Alright, friends. So I am trying to scout some celery juice. So that's why I called La Juiceria in Malaysia, but they don't have any pure celery juice, only mixed celery juice. But we don't want that. I want the pure celery juice, so that's usually my morning routine if I can have it. The lime and the lemon water on an empty stomach. After that, I drink pure celery juice to further kill all the viruses and bacteria. Plus, it's the best source of electrolytes for our brains. It has sodium cluster salts, which are super potent and highly bioavailable to our bodies. So it's like the perfect brain food. So yeah, I was trying to scout some celery juice and then take a cab there, get the celery juice, get something to eat, and go to a cafe. But they didn't have it. So I'm going to try a different juice store. So the guy on the phone, he said Juice Lab. So let's give it a try. All right, so now I'm asking AI for some juice stores. So Claude AI, help me out, bro. But a lot of the information it gives me is good. Some isn't correct though, but you know, you always have to be mindful. Be mindful, full of the mind. All right, so we got the raw juicery. So Claude said apparently that's where they have it. All right, so I'm gonna call them and ask them. Hallo, hier ist Stefan Raab.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Dominic. I wanted to ask, do you have pure celery juice?
We don't have pure celery juice. If pure celery, you need to add water.
And can you make pure celery juice if I come? Nothing added, just 100% pure celery juice?
Only pure celery without added anything?
Yeah.
Water?
Yeah. No.
Cannot.
Cannot.
Because celery don't have much juice.
Yeah, it does. I mean, that's the point. Like, if you juice one celery, it's like half a liter. But yeah, you need a whole celery. Yeah, but okay.
But I worry I don't have enough celery to do a juice.
Huh.
Because I think I need quite a lot. Because the celery don't have much juice. And maybe one full stock we can just get maybe 50 ml.
Yeah, like one whole celery is usually like half a quart, half a liter. You do or you don't have?
We don't. So sorry. I don't know, sorry.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you for your time. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye. Bitch! What the fuck? What the fuck, bitch? What do you mean doesn't have enough celery juice? What the fuck are you talking about? So yeah, raw juicery eatery, not recommended. Not recommended. Come on, man. You're a juicery, you don't have celery juice? That's the only juice I drink? Come on. Alright, let's give it one more try. So the guy on the phone, he said Juice Lab. Alright. Juice Lab KL Kuala Lumpur. Juice Lab. Alright, so this is another rant why I love Thailand. So you know, shit like that doesn't happen in Thailand. So in Thailand I can always get, so the place I stayed at, I can get fresh celery juice. They make it with love. It's nice and cheap too. It's cold pressed. It's perfect. Like, just freaking perfect. And yeah, it's cheap too. So, but in Malaysia, you know, cool place, but the food just isn't on par. Like, not to my standards. I can't really get what I want. It's not on par. Also, like the 7-Eleven in Malaysia is not the same as Thailand. I guess I'm very spoiled, but I am very specific with what I eat. Keeping the fats low. I always try to eat, you know, good salads and whatnot, but with low fat, so that the minerals and everything can get directly into the cell. Yeah, and so that we avoid temporary insulin resistance. Fat is healthy. It's not that you shouldn't eat fat, but it creates temporary insulin resistance and it prevents the nutrients from leafy greens from getting shuttled directly into the cell. Anyways, so yeah, here in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, it's a lovely city. The weather is great, but the food just isn't. It's not like Thailand. Fuck. Alright, let's give it one more try and see if I can find some celery juice. Alright, but you know the deal. Quitters never win and winners never quit. So let's give it one more try. Urban Juicer. I mean, they're juicers. They should probably have it. Let's give them a call. Alright. Assalamu alaikum, friends. Alright, so success on the celery juice front. So the fourth store that I called, they have it, good prices, 100% celery juice. Yeah, like 16 ringgit, so I guess that's like $3, something like that, which is perfect. So back in Germany I made it myself, but I prefer to buy it because that way I don't have to, you know, wash the celery and clean the freaking juicer, which is such a bitch to clean, but it's worth it because, you know, it's so good for our liver, for our energy, for our health. Yeah, it is worth it. But yeah, so I found a store, and I guess what can we learn from that? Usually it's like, for me, the third or the fourth try, and usually after the first and second try, after I get a no, also when picking up women or whatever, or dating, I'm always like pretty, my mood is low, I'm a little bit depressed, I'm like, fuck. I'm a little bit deflated and sad, but yeah, that's usually always how it goes. So like the third try or the fourth try is, for me, usually the charm, but I do feel very deflated and discouraged after the first try, and I'm like, you know, like if they don't have it, probably I won't find it at all, but that's not true. So, and that holds true for life. Usually on the third or fourth try we succeed, and I guess sometimes maybe you need more tries, right? When you're becoming like, when you want to be a millionaire, right? So like maybe the first business model doesn't work out, the second doesn't either, and you're gonna feel like shit, and you're gonna feel very discouraged and you think, well, you know, if the first and second, if they don't work out right, nothing's gonna work out, but that's usually not true. All right, so we are getting the freaking celery juice. I am very excited about this. So I talked with the guy on the phone and they have it, pure celery juice, no water added. I don't want anything added to it, just pure. No fruit, no vegetables added. Get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here. Yeah, so I'm gonna call a cab, a Bolt, to the place. He's gonna send me the address on WhatsApp. And yeah, let's get some celery juice and let's get this party started. By the way, that's the view. So that is pretty nice. That is pretty nice. Not as nice as looking at the ocean. Yeah, to be fair, not even close. So like when I was in Koh Phangan on Bado Beach and I was looking at the ocean, so far that has been the best place for me to work in my entire life. Nothing comes even close, like not even fucking close. Yeah, but this is nice too. And I have a beautiful apartment. It's gorgeous, nice and big. That's what she said. All right, let's get the freaking celery juice. I'm excited. Let's go. Yo. Let's have some vodka, a little lime, and I didn't say bitch, of course not. I said cunt. The view from my apartment looks like this. I'm gonna show you. Ooh, yeah. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. I'm on the 46th floor. There's the gym. Pretty sweet. Yeah, I got a nice place. And I'm gonna start my day off with some lemon water. All right, so got some lemons right here. I don't have a squeezing apparatus or whatever. So what I do is I just press them into water and that's it. All right, so we're starting our day off right. That means let's have some vodka, a little lime, and just kidding. So we're starting our day off with some lemon water. All right, so I bought these lemons and here in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, I didn't really find any markets or nothing, but I wasn't looking for them either. So I just went to a restaurant and I saw some lemons and some limes and was like, I'd like to buy some. All right, yeah, it's like, Assalamu alaikum, give me these lemons, bitch. All right, terima kasih. Yeah, that's how the transaction went. I didn't say bitch, of course not. I said cunt. This is a Muslim country after all. Yeah, just joking. All right, so we got the lemons and since I don't really have proper equipment, what I do here is I just, you know, just go like that, the manliest way how to make lemon juice. So yeah, I just go like that. That's totally fine. And I recommend always start your day off with lemon or lime water on an empty stomach, but please use a straw because that way you don't mess up your teeth. We don't want to mess up the enamel of our teeth. But yeah, so always drink some lemon or fresh lemon or lime water on an empty stomach. And what that does is it kills the bad viruses and bacteria in your body. It lowers the viral load. Yeah, it kills all the bad viruses and bacteria in your body. That way, also when you're traveling, you don't get food poisoning, or you're much less likely to get food poisoning, because food poisoning is also caused by bad bacteria. So yeah, we want to kill the bad bacteria and the bad viruses, because we're always confronted with viruses and bad bacteria and pathogens, and if they become too powerful, or if there's too many strains and varieties in our body, what happens is they can befall your organs, your liver, your spleen, And now we're in big trouble. If the viruses and bacteria and pathogens, they make it to your organs, we're in big trouble. Because then you're just gonna feel like shit. Low energy, don't feel like yourself. That's those mystical. Yeah, so that one could be fresher, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, that's where all the mystical illnesses come from, you know? 1/4 of the Western population are on antidepressants. Yeah, long story short, have your lemon lime water, kills the bad bacteria and viruses, because that's what causes mystical illnesses. Bad bacteria and viruses lowers your energy, makes you feel like crap. We don't want that. We want to feel awesome. Because looking awesome is super important, but we also want to be high energy, be healthy, because otherwise we won't feel like working out. All right, here we go. So what I do is I just go like that, you know, to get rid of the seeds. We're starting our day off with bull sperm and water. Just joking. Some lemon juice and water with a straw. Very nice. When I'm traveling, like now I'm in Malaysia, like I said, I just go to a restaurant and I ask them to please that I'd like to buy some lemons or some limes. Yeah, and then in the morning, just squeeze it in some water, drink it on an empty stomach. That way you kill all the bad viruses, all the bad bacteria. Plus, it's the perfect start in the day. Also, you rehydrate, you give your body valuable minerals and electrolytes, and it hydrates you better than just drinking water alone. And it wakes you up, and it makes you funny. In German, there is a saying, sour makes funny. And Germans are smart people, so it has to be true. I guess they're not internationally known for their humor, but then again, that is actually a stereotype that is not true. Most Germans are super funny, they speak English very well, and they have an awesome sense of humor, myself included. I'm very funny. You should have been there. It was so funny. A lot of Americans back in the days, they watched those Nazi videos, you know, of Adolf Hitler on the going like, you know, going like that. And I guess that's where the stereotype comes from. Has to be, because Germans are funny. Come on, come on. Nice. All right, I'm gonna take a shower and then we're going to KL, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Thank you for watching. This is Dan Dappert and I love you.